should take it slow.
I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look that you see right here. I need to come up with a different intro. My goodness gracious. Every single, hey guys, like it's been like almost 4 years I think, and I'm still doing the same intro. Really, Jaclyn? Get it together. I am ridiculously obsessed with this makeup look. I'm trying so hard not to stare at myself in the viewfinder and seem like a total narcissist, because every 2 seconds I want to be like, hi. I don't remember the last time that I loved a makeup look as much as I love this one. Like this like filled up my cup, if you know what I mean. Like I just feel like alive with this makeup look on. And the reason I'm filming this tutorial for you guys is because I was wearing the same look a couple days ago, and I was on Snapchat that day, and I went over to Twitter, and I could not believe how many requests there were from you guys tweeting me to film this makeup look for you guys. So that is exactly what I did. You know how it works. Your wish is my command. That's how we do it around here.
Ask and you shall receive.
But I did just kind of spice it up a little bit. I added lashes that are a little bit more dramatic, and I made my lower lash line pop just a little bit more. I just feel like every time I do the same look like a second time, it gets better. Like the first time I like it, but the second time I usually love it. And keep that in mind, because if you try a look one time and you're not like crazy in love, give it a second shot, because I feel like the more you do something, the more you can perfect it. Like practice makes perfect, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I am so in love with this colorful liner trend. I know colorful liners are really in every single spring and summer, but this year it's everywhere, and brands have been coming out with more colorful liners, which I just love so much. I've seen so many gorgeous looks with colorful liners on Instagram. There was this one girl that did like a smoky black eye with a white liner. It was so gorgeous. I saw it on the popular page. Manny, he recently did a makeup look using the same exact liner, I think it was the same exact liner. A couple weeks ago, his look was much more subtle than this, so if you want to check that out, totally, it's beautiful. But yeah, I'm in love with this. I really want to do a yellow liner. I feel like a yellow liner would be really fun and different, but I'm trying to think of how it would work. I think like a turquoise, like almost like sea foam. Ooh, that'd be gorgeous, like a yellow liner. Die. I'm rambling. I love this look, and I hope that you guys maybe get some inspiration to jump outside of your comfort zone and try something different, like a winged colorful liner, because it's just so much fun. Not to mention, it's like fun for everybody around you. Every single time you blink, it's like bah, 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 a nice surprise for all of your friends and family. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Please, God, no. I don't want to get glam. I want to go back to bed. I'm just kidding. Okay, I am going to start by priming my eyes. I'm using any concealer. This is just the way I prime it. And I'm using a dry beauty blender just to blend that out. You can use your finger, a damp beauty blender, a brush. It doesn't matter. This is just the way I prime my eyes. It's what works for me. After I have my entire eyelid covered with a thin amount of concealer, I will dust a little bit of powder over it. A translucent powder. It can be like a setting powder. It doesn't matter. Just anything to make it matte. And first and foremost, I'm going to be going in with Makeup Geek Chickadee. Since we're going to be going in with reds and corals and kind of pinky shades today, I wanted to go in with Chickadee first. It is one of my favorite all-time colors for the crease when I'm doing a warm smoky eye. And I am using a Sigma E40, which is one of my oldies but goodies. It's a great blending brush. And as you can see, I'm bringing it all the way to the inner corner to the outer corner, and I'm keeping it very low on the entire crease area. And then once I have basically no product left, as you see, I bring it up basically all the way towards my brow, and that's how we get that really seamless blending perfection look that we want on the eyes. Now I'm going to go in with Morphe Fiesta. This is a single eyeshadow by Morphe. Recently, I unpackaged like every single Morphe eyeshadow like a couple weeks ago and put them in palettes. And so I've been kind of dabbling around with them more and more. And so I'm going to do the exact same thing with this that I did with Chickadee and put it just directly over the first color right there in my crease. Then I'm going to reach for Makeup Geek Morocco. I don't know why. I just discovered this eyeshadow. Like, why have I not been using this every day of my life? Welcome home, mama. You are now a part of the family. Hello! This eyeshadow is so gorgeous. As you can see, I'm doing the exact same thing, and I'm bringing this one down on my lid a little bit more than the rest, just because I felt like it. There wasn't really no rhyme or reason. I was just having fun. And I'm going to grab MAC Red Brick. I'm going to be honest, you guys, it is not necessary to put on 4 different shades of corals and oranges. It is so totally not. But just because this is one of my favorite colors to work with, I wanted to utilize as many of my shadows as possible. But honestly, you can do this with 2 or 3 of the shadows. You do not need all of them. I'm grabbing Anastasia Burnt Orange, which is such a beautiful kind of caramel camel-y shade. If you're like a darker olive complexion, this would be such a beautiful shade for your transition right there in your crease for an everyday color. It's so gorgeous. Picking up another blending brush, this is the Morphe M433. All I'm going to do is just grab a little bit more of that Makeup Geek Morocco and Anastasia Burnt Orange and just put it a little bit more intense and make it a little bit deeper in my crease because I wanted just a little bit more like pronunciation in the crease area. So then I'm going to pick up the new Tarte Clay Pot Waterproof Liner, and this is in the shade Mint. And I'm going to be applying this the exact same way that I would apply any regular basic black liner, except honey, today we ain't basic. I want to make this pretty thick. Honestly, I felt like when I was done with the entire look, I was like, I could have made this wing even thicker. You can honestly go as thick and dramatic as you want with this wing because it's already such a fun, bold look. It'll just add to it. And girl, if you're going to do it, do the damn thing, right? I have to, of course, obsess over my wings to make sure they're even because I'm not being funny, you guys. It's not normal. I'm such a perfectionist with my makeup. If my wings aren't even, I will literally wipe off my makeup and just leave the house with no makeup. I'd rather have no makeup than uneven liner because I'm a psychopath, okay? Moving on. I'm coating my lashes with mascara to make sure that I don't have any of that eyeliner like stuck on it so that my natural lashes blend with my fake lashes really nicely. And I'm going to be using Velour lashes in Fluff and Whispie. These are probably my number 1 or 2 favorite dramatic lash. I just think they're so gorgeous. And now I'm going to move on to the face. And I'm going to be priming using my favorite primer right now, which is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. It just gives such a gorgeous radiance to the skin. If you're dry and you want radiance, girl, this primer is bomb. And then I'm going to grab my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. And I'm going to take my foundation brush, like I just take it and directly put it into the center of that cushion. I don't press really hard because it can get full coverage really quickly. I press like halfway down, and I am using the Morphe M439 brush to blend this out. This is my all-time favorite foundation brush ever. I've gone through a lot of obsessions with a lot of foundation brushes, and this is my absolute number 1. I feel like no matter what I try, I always go back to this guy right here. And then I'm going to pick up my favorite concealer ever, and this is the Urban Decay Naked Weightless Concealer. I'm going to put this on the entire under eye area, and I know it looks like it's a lot, but that's because it is. I'm going to use a damp beauty blender though, and using the damp beauty blender makes it so that even if you apply too much concealer, it will pick up the excess and just make the under eyes look so natural, which is why I have been diehard for a beauty blender for like the past 2 years. Now I'm going to grab the Anastasia Banana Powder, and I'm going to set my under eye area. I'm only using the banana powder today, and I'm not mixing it with anything else because I didn't want the under eye to be too highlighted. I didn't want it to be too shiny or too radiant. I just wanted it to look really nice and soft with the rest of the skin. And now using a fluffy brush, I'm going to just apply a sheer amount of powder, no additional coverage, just wanting to kind of slightly mattify myself so I'm not super duper dewy. And then I'm going to go in with Ardency In Liner in the shade Lilac. These liners are my number 1 favorite liners in the game. They're so creamy. They stay so long on my inner line, and it kind of frustrated me because you can't really see the color popping on camera, but in person, this color was gorgeous. Then I'm going to grab MAC Deep Damson. This is a matte kind of wine purpley shade, and I'm going to take a definer brush. Any definer brush, anything small and precise will do. I'm going to take it all the way from my lower lashes where like my mint green liner ends, and I'm going to bring it into the inner corner, and I'm going to stop it where my lashes stop growing, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to pick up another Morphe single eyeshadow. This is in the shade Magical Magenta. And I'm going to overlay it right on top of Deep Damson because I just felt like it was looking just a little too basic and typical under there. And I wanted to really brighten it up and make it a little bit more fun. Because if we're going to do it, we're going to do it, right? Like I want this look to stand out and be really colorful and different. I'm going to pick up just a little bit more of that Makeup Geek Morocco and use it to blend out that lower lash line. This will also help tie the entire look together to bring some of that warm orange on the lower lash as well. Now I'm going to go in with MAC Nylon, my favorite brow highlight, inner corner highlight of all time. This has been a ride or die product of mine legit since what? 2005. It's been a while. I'm going to fill in my brows using the Anastasia Brow Definer. Today is full of my favorites, guys. I should just call this my favorite product video because this is my favorite brow product ever. Like, I don't think you understand. Everybody in my life has this definer now because I'm like, wait a second, you're still using the Brow Wiz? Oh, come on, girl. What? Are you living under a rock? Like, this is the most amazing brow pencil of all time. There's nothing like it. I'm just ridiculously dedicated. So let's just move past that. We are going to be doing a little contouring, and I'm going to be using Benefit Hoola Bronzer, an oldie but a goodie. I want to do an updated contour video soon because I've just been using so many different brushes recently, and the way I've been doing it, I've been making it much more of an intense angle as far as from the top of the ear to the corner of the lips. And then, as always, I am blending out the forehead area just around the hairline and making sure I don't get any product in the center of the forehead or center of the face because it will defeat the contouring purpose. All right, now Mama's gonna bake. Do you see how much powder I'm using? It looks like it's snowing in here. Do you see all of that? I'm using the RCMA No Color Powder to do a little bit of baking while I apply my blush. And I'm using one of the new Becca blushes in the shade Tiger Lily. They are very high pigmented. They are very shimmery, very frosty. They're like similar to their highlight formula, but for a blush. So I use this coral shade to kind of tie the eyes and the cheeks together. And then on top of it, not necessary, but I just felt like I want a little bit of pink. So I picked up a little bit of MAC Peony Petal, and I'm going to just put a little bit of that right over top because I felt like it was a little too coral on my cheeks, and I was like, again, not necessary. I'm just extra. And when you have a big makeup collection, you want to use a lot. You know what I'm saying? So you can totally pack blushes on, do more than one, but it is not necessary at all, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and wipe away all that powder that I put down there, but then I was like, wait a second. I don't like the way this area looks, so I'm going to put just a little bit more, and I'll dust it off in like a minute. I'm going to grab some of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal on a Morphe 501 brush, and I'm going to just highlight the tops of my cheekbones. I still love Opal so much. It's like a cool tone highlight. It has like a little bit of gray in it, but it's just so beautiful. It really stands out in a crowd. I just love like the silver tones in it. I think it's really pretty. I'm going to coat my lower lashes with some mascara. I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin mascara. I love this one. It's my mom's favorite mascara, and I've been using it a lot recently again, and I forgot how much I love it as well. For lips, I'm going to use ColourPop BFF Lippy Stick. It's like a really pretty orangey, corally, kind of pale terracotta. That's the longest description of my life. And then for gloss, I'm going to go on with the Kylie Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade So Cute, which is the palest of all of her shades. I personally am not the biggest fan of these glosses. I don't hate them, but I'm not cray-cray about them, you know? You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what I'm saying. But I really like this lip combination. I think it looks super, super pretty. You know me. I love a good nude. And then just because I want to do a little something extra, I'm going to take a little bit of brown shadow and just put it on my lower lip area just to give a natural contour to make my lips look a little bit fuller and poutier. And then use a little bit of clear brow gel so that these babies stay in place. And that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Love you. See you soon. Mwah! Bye.
I can't even begin to tell you. Did you hear that inhale? Mama's allergies are not cute right now. But I'm trying to think of how I can make that work. It's been almost a week since I've had wine. I deserve a glass of wine. But just like